Assalamualaikum students. I hope all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also well by His grace. Students, today this session of science class will be held on the remaining portion of chapter 14, that means environment and ecosystem. In the previous class we have discussed about ecosystem, various kinds of ecosystems, and about ponds ecosystem elaborately. I think now all of you can explain the ecosystem, specifically for pond ecosystem, very better. By the way, today we are going to discuss about food chain and food web. What is food chain and food web? I think all of you have known this topic in most probably class 5 or class 4, and I think all of you know what is food chain and food web, but I am repeating this to recall the previous skills of yourself. Let's start. What is food chain and food web? Students, we have discussed ecosystem. What was ecosystem? The interaction between abiotic and abiotic components. Ecosystem were of two types: land ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. And you all know that in ecosystem, one type of animal eats another type of animal, and this makes a chain. This is food chain. Food chain example can be given like this. Like grass is eaten by insects, and insects are eaten by frogs. Frogs are eaten by snakes, and snakes are eaten by eagle. Thus, one animal or one thing is eaten by the other things that makes an ecosystem, and this ecosystem, actually this is a flow of eating, and this is called as food chain. This is a food chain. This is a chain. This one is eaten by this one is eaten by this one is eaten by this, and this one is also eaten by this. So what is food web? Food web, these two are very important in our ecosystem. These two are, this actually food chain is the basic, and with so many food chains, food web are created like this. If you see this on the whiteboard, you are seeing that grasshopper is eaten by lizard. Grasshopper is also eaten by eagle. Grasshopper is eaten by grass. Grass is eaten by rat. Rat is also eaten by snake. Rat is also eaten by eagle. Rabbit is eaten by eagle. Grasshopper. So there is a web-like structure. So it is called food web. If you focus on this food web, you will find that there are so many food chains which are interrelated and have made this food web. That means food web requires food chains. Food chains are not dependent on food web, but food web is dependent on food chain. Food chain happens in a smaller area, and food web happens in a larger area. So I think it's clear what actually it was clear to all of you in the previous classes too, but I think you all have recalled the previous skills after seeing this one. So I think you can differentiate food chain and food web. Actually, you can differentiate food chain from food web. Students, now you all are seeing that I have drawn a flowchart on the whiteboard, and this flowchart will show all of you about energy flow. What is energy flow? What is energy flow and what is nutrition flow? Students, you all have come to know that nutrition flow is when an animal is eaten by another animal. The nutrition flows from one animal to other, and like actually this nutrition flow starts from producer. Producer is eaten by primary consumers. Primary consumers are eaten by secondary consumers. Secondary consumers are eaten by tertiary consumers. Actually, tertiary consumer can eat up all the consumers. So this this nutrition flow, this is a cyclic process. Because when the tertiary consumer eats up all type of um, all type of consumers, it is not eaten by others. But when it becomes dead, its dead body remains on the land, and after decomposing with bacteria and fungi, its dead body becomes fertilizer, and this fertilizer was required to grow producers more and more. That means this was a circular process, but this energy flow is not circular. It is a linear process. Let's see how it is linear. It is linear because if you see that you all have come to know that solar energy helps the producers to make food. But the producers, when the producers make food, they gathered energy, and when they are eaten by the herbivores, I think all of you know what is herbivores. Animals who eat up only plants, or these type of producers are called. These type of animals are called herbivores. So producers are eaten by herbivores, and thus the energy of producers are transferred to the herbivores. But one portion of the producers' energy has been spent while they continue their respiration system. So this arrow shows that energy used in respiration, heat energy. So one portion of producers' energy is spent in respiration, and the other portion of producers, sometimes when producers becomes dead, they are also decomposed. They are also decomposed by decomposers. So energy from the producers can be transferred in three ways. When they are eaten up by herbivores, the energy is passed, and one portion of energy is spent in respiration, and if the producers are dead, they are decomposed by the decomposers. Then if you see the herbivores are eaten by carnivores. Actually, you know, carnivores are the animals which eat meat. So herbivores are eaten by carnivores, and thus the energy of carnivores is transferred to the herbivores is transferred to the carnivores, and one portion of energy of herbivores are used in their respiration system. And if the herbivores are dead, then their dead bodies are decomposed by these decomposers, and thus their energy is then transferred to decomposers. If we see carnivores, these carnivores also use one portion of their energy in respiration. As they are not eaten by any animals, they becomes dead, and after death, the dead body becomes decomposed by the decomposers, and thus the energy, most of the energy portion is transferred to the decomposers. Like energy is transferred like this linear way. And if you see, these decomposers are not eaten by others, so these decomposers energy is only used in respiration system. This energy is not transferred to carnivore producer in a circular way. It is stopped in this state. So this energy flow is linear. It is not cyclic. It is not cyclic. It is linear. It is stopped here. And if you focus on nutrition flow, it will find that it was a circular, but it is not circular. It is linear. So I think you all are clear about energy flow too. Students, you all are very, very intelligent, and I am requesting to all of you to open 158 page, and you will find role of ecosystem in maintaining balance of nature. I think you all will read this para very, very sincerely and it will help you to understand the role of ecosystem in maintaining balance of nature. Students, that's all for today. I think you all will solve your worksheet very, very sincerely, and for today, Allah Hafiz.